Woodgreen Village Hall regularly opens its doors for events including weddings, plays and cream teas with historical information. The hall is a Grade 2 listed building due to the importance of the murals that were hand-painted on the walls over an 18-month period between 1932 and 1933, just after the hall was newly built.
It was an initiative by a gentleman who lived in the village then called Vaughan Nash, and he had a friend at the Royal College of Art, and they actually sent 2 newly qualified art students to the village to work on putting something on the walls, and basically they were given a free hand. So they filmed the villagers themselves doing what they actually did here in the village. Nobody is posing and doing things that they didn't do. This is how the village was at the time.
Not many of the people painted are still alive. The babe in arms in the infirmary scene is, and she's now around 86. And 2 of the ladies, who are now 92, have joined us, and they were young girls at the time, and they were around 6 years old.
Oh, it was lovely in the village. Yes, lovely. We used to pick wild flowers and make arrangements for the flower show and that, see if we won a prize. And, yeah, all wild flowers we used to go out and pick and make the bouquets, and we used to play up on the common and play hopscotch at school. Is that right? Was it hopscotch? Play hopscotch at school and rounders.
The classrooms were much poorer, of course, in quality, and the toilets was outside. We had to always run across the road to find the toilets, which was bitterly cold in the winter. The school teachers were quite good. They used to take us up to the Bremore Marsh, which is a big area with a pond in. And when it was icy days, we used to skate a little bit, but you had to be very careful because the ice would be very thin, and we had to be very careful. And of course we had all the other games in, netball and hopscotch and marbles, and the boys used to join in with us as well because it was a mixed school.
Was it in the times where children were caned by the teachers, and did you see any of that?
Oh yes, but our teacher especially was a teacher that used to punch. She didn't punch you, actually. She used to come along behind your back and say, naughty, naughty, naughty. And we used to get this punch in our back. I don't know if Renee can remember.
Maybe she wasn't as naughty as you.
But she wasn't as naughty as me, no, that's true.
Irene and Ellen are cousins that grew up together and both started working at a young age.
Well, I started off with working for people, you know, like cleaning everything. 5 shillings a week I started off with, yeah. But through the war we joined the Land Army, and there was a big nursery glass place down here.
Wartime, I just started work, and I worked in the local shop, which is in Woodgreen, and from 14 that was. And then I wasn't earning very much money, and my cousin Renee and them were joining the Land Army, and they were earning more money than me. So I thought, oh, I'm only earning £1 a week now, and they're getting £2, 8 shillings. And I thought, that is terrific. So I thought, I'm going to join the Land Army as well.
Yeah, we had to work long hours.
We were growing all the tomatoes and everything for the war produce, and carnations to keep them morale of the people's up by growing flowers, and we stayed there for about 3.5 years. So we were very fortunate to be in this village because we could still join in the communities of Woodgreen, and we used to put little concerts on and bring the people in to have fun, you know. It was good. Can you remember when we were dancing here and we came into the village, this village hall, and there was soldiers sitting all the way around, and we walked in and we tried to always dress much the same, and we had blue dresses on with a black top, and you had one the same, And when we came in, all the soldiers shouted, "Here's the twins." Can't you remember? I can remember it so plain. We must have been both about 19, I expect, 18, 19. And it was lovely because there were so many soldiers, we could have our pick because there were so many here in the village.
Shan Robbins, That's TV.